Hey, what's up everyone? Plastic Degenerates here. Just got something really cool in the mail. Struggling here to cut off the packaging. At least it was packaged really nice and safe. Alright, in this video I'm gonna go ahead and start and plan something I've been trying to do for a while now. It's been something of a passion project for me. So I've been trying to build the ultimate 6-scale 1989 Michael Keaton Batman. While I definitely commend Hot Toys for all their attempts, I never did feel they got it right. So I figured I'll make my own. Alright, so what you see here is actually the original DX09 that came out, I think 15 years ago. And the suit itself has held up really well, but it's just not accurate. And I'm sure a lot of you already know, but the original suit consisted of armor plates that was made out of foam latex mounted on top of a wetsuit or vinyl suit. So I'm not exactly sure why Hot Toys decided to mold the whole suit in just one piece of rubber or urethane or whatever this is. Still, I gotta hand it to them. Definitely a very nice piece, sculpted really well, nice details, good texture. Definitely better than the 2.0. The texture is more subtle than the MMS 692 figure. Which is kind of strange because it's not like they can't do it. They were actually able to create armor plates that was mounted onto a vinyl suit on their original Batman Begins figure that came out like 20 years ago, I think. Jeez, that goes to show you how long I've been in this game. And you know, that was a great figure for its time too, but it was actually kind of a figure that borrowed a lot of elements from another figure. You know, I don't know if you guys remember when Medicom used to make 1/6 scale figures called Real Action Heroes, which predated the current Mafex line of 12 scale figures. But alright, enough with that. So the plan is to chop this suit up, basically cut out all the armor plates and glue it onto a vinyl suit. You know, I did something very similar before on an old knockoff NECA 7-inch figure that I dremeled and hollowed out the armor bits and mounted it on a Mezco body, and that came out fantastic, I think. If you guys want to see more of that, you can check out my Workbench or Instagram. But let's go ahead and speed some of this up. I did get the gauntlets as well, along with the boots. The gauntlets do look fine, however the boots, it's definitely looking a little dated. Not quite too sure what I want to do with those yet. I might cut it and make it a 2-part, or maybe just cut out the armor parts and wrap that over leather spats. But I'm up for suggestions. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to leave something in the comments. Alright, so here it is assembled. I'm going to put the gauntlets on just to get a visual on how everything's going to look. Not quite too sure what I'm going to go and do for the head sculpt. I might do a completely custom one, or I might try to source a MMS 692 head. I guess we're going to go ahead and wait and see. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, here it is. Definitely looks good. Can't wait to cut up the suit and mount it on the new vinyl suit. But now that I have it together, let's go and compare it with the 2.0 MMS 692. We can also put it in my custom bat vault that I put together using JumpGate's STL. Alright, here it is next to my 692 figure alongside the work in progress Access Chemicals diorama. And as you can see, the texture is completely different. While the rough texture is definitely there, it's definitely more subtle, and everything overall just looks more refined. While the live action suit used in the film did have texture, it was more of a rough texture, not actual dimples or divots or bumps like the new 2.0 692 figure has. Also, this custom that I'm gonna do is definitely gonna help the articulation of the figure. Back then, this DX09 didn't have soft ratchets. It was all friction joints, so none of the joints can hold any poses whatsoever. But I am going to be replacing the body with one that does have soft ratchets, so I'm kind of excited for that. Now let's take a closer look at both suits. Like I said, the texture is definitely there, but it's more subtle and definitely closer to the live action film suit. Another thing to look out for is actually gluing the armor components onto the suit. I definitely got to be careful where I glue the suit to make sure it's more form-fitting, and the transition from vinyl suit to armor plates is a smooth transition. You can see here where the smooth texture is supposed to represent the wet suit that was under all the armor components in the live action film. Also, as you can see, none of these joints can hold any pose whatsoever, as compared to the 2.0, which has soft ratchet joints and can hold poses really well, at least for now. I guess only time will tell, but I mean, for now, it's definitely really nice. Alright, let's take a look at it here next to my custom bat vault that I printed and painted. This was rendered by JumpGate, who, again, can't say it enough, does fantastic work. Definitely check out his website. He offers a free STL vault if you sign up for his website. Just a great resource for world building. So let's go ahead and put him next to the vault and see if he fits. Let's go ahead and move old Brucey over there, and Alfred. Looks like a perfect fit. You know, I'm always torn on this vault, you know, if I printed it too big or if it's just about the right size. I did check a lot of reference photos. I think it's right. I don't know, you guys can let me know what you guys think in the comments, if it's too big or if it's just the right size. But overall, I am really liking how this looks so far. I mean, I definitely need to get an empty bat suit for this vault. But not this one. This one's definitely going to be used for my Ultimate 89 custom figure. Man, this is starting to look really good next to the Batmobile, Bruce and Alfred, the vault. The display is definitely lacking something, though. I think I'm going to add more cave elements, maybe a cave floor and a cave wall. I think that would definitely bring this display to the next level. But yeah, I'm excited for the project. I gotta get started on the vinyl suit. I don't know if I'm gonna order it or if I'm gonna make my own, or if you guys have any suggestions for that. But that wraps up my plans on the figure. And if you guys did like this video or this type of content, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see y'all later.